Hello. Deserved. Funny clip. Fucking hero intervention. This card sucks so much, but it was pretty deserved. That's pretty funny. Thank you, Phoenix Flamerino, for your supportage, for your prime sub. Very poke champ. Nice. I love how his face change. Yeah, Arne definitely getting into the like React streamer persona, but it was pretty funny. Shakira, I aced my game theory exam this morning. Are you proud? Did they ask you about what's like the joke here? Did they ask you about explain card advantage? Well, what is tempo is a hard question. How do I actually chat? Does anyone know how to look up ban requests and unban requests? Because I never know where to find them. Let me find that. Because they're kind of hidden. I never know where they are. Click on the gear below chat. All right. Review unban requests. Yeah, that's there. Thank you. So now where they are. Review unban requests. I can actually find it still. So we have an unban request from JuneBaby999, who I seemingly banned after this series of messages. Beautiful tits. For some reason I banned them for that. And I said, sorry, dad. Right, unban. Which was very endearing. Sorry. I don't know why I banned for this message even, but it's like seems like they sent some weird messages earlier. I had to reinstall Magic Online because it didn't open, so we have to turn off the music. So you're saying that if I said you had a beautiful body, you would indeed hold against me XD. Yeah, for some reason I held it against that person. They also, like, while scrolling through their messages, there was one message I remember from a like few weeks or months ago, which was, "Would you fart into the microphone for 100 subs?" Which I don't think I would. Although 100 subs is a lot, but it's kind of weird. So I guess they have a brand. Alright, let's look at deck lists. Is the Saturday Modern Challenge already posted? Oh, okay, wait, there is no Saturday Modern Challenge because Lamau. It did not exist because it was taken over by Popper. Whatever. Can look at the Mox deck list again though. Titan Shift seems like a budget deck. 400 tickets in Modern. That's pretty cheap. Was there another challenge yesterday? There was, but they posted around 5. And just for the Prison Tron list from Sunny Top 8, I wanted actually to play with a Prison Tron list today. But we will need to source it. So the Iron Gamers just got destroyed, each of them round 1, and the winner of the Modern Pod was Max Sauce with GLS with Durax main deck. Bold and smart. I'm surprised that there is no Cavern in the sideboard for Wish. As like an extra land, you get Cavern, and also Cavern can be the best thing sometimes. When you are about to face a counterspell, just reserve Primal Titan and win. Seems pretty good. I would include Cavern if I had played this deck, but maybe it's better to have the extra Valakut in the sideboard. Because you definitely want a land. And I guess Cavern being non-mountain is a little bit stinky, but you know, it seems high value. Do you really need second Scape Shift? I don't know. In general, what does Wish do for this deck? There's like not that much. Is it really like, I guess Wish is better than Scape Shift, but this does not seem like a great card. Can get Relic, Claim, Flame Slash, so 4 mana removal. Child versus Cascade. Yeah, Wish Chalice Zero is good against Cascade, but like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I guess you don't need grindy cards to wish for. Say what you want to do is like either get a land, a removal, or just keep it for escape shift if you're flooded. Wish plus escape shift are 7 mana without Dryad anyway. So it's even to 4 escape shift, but you can have index solutions. Well, I understand that wish for escape shift is like, it's better than playing escape shift because it's more flexible, but there seems to be not that much flexibility, but there's probably enough flexibility. I think I'll try to play the Cavern though. Main deck at 2 endurance. Yeah, the endurance was surely very good. This should be a bit tougher for GLS, the full 4 Iceland cartels and iterations. But I played against Yorion Elementals a few times with GLS and that was honestly so easy. Marcus Leish, is that Respect the Cat? Traverse seems based. It kind of does, but when if you actually watch the games, it was terrible for them. Obsidian Charmo. But this deck just has no solutions to the Valakut deck really. Excuse me, this one. Like what you're gonna do. So we try Traverse today. I have a better idea. Let's find decks using Serum Powder. What's Uber with Serum Powder? What the hell? Oh, it's vintage. Let's find modern decks using Virge Serum Powder and let's check Lori Vuvua's freshest list. Zombie Super, that's true. John said 2 islands, what the heck? What cost that? Only 2 Urza Saga. 2 islands is kind of wild. Why do you play 2 islands? Islands be 2 Void Mirror. Okay, that's the first island. What about the second one? Spasseggio. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I guess that's why. Okay, I kind of like it. For inevitability, you use Possessed Portal, not Urza's Factoid. It's better this way, I think. Oh, we have 2 islands, so you can play the Bowel Islands. The pair. Yeah, you can get Waste, and Waste is like also just straight clip wars. Yeah, 4 Herses, 3 Oblivion Sour, 2 Ulamox and Urborg. Honestly, that sounds like kind of a deck. Main deck Herses plus the Oblivion Sours. And then sometimes you play against Living End. Let's also check the Pioneer Challenge from Saturday. Won by Mono Blue Spritz. Had an excellent time playing slightly updated Johnson UURR with Spellstone over 4 balls. Spellstone was super. I was happy about DCR. Good. Slip out the back. I think it's very juvenile, but whenever I read this card's name, I always like think of anal sex and smirk a little bit. I don't know if you do the same. Slip out the back, Gachi W. Probably you do. It's like portable hole. Portable hole, less so. Second place, blue-eyed. Playing Dig Through Time already? No, still too good to play Dig Through Time and opt. Or you rather consider, not opt. Oh, I need to play Yorion and Omen of the Sea. When I play mono green, a common experience that I have is that I play an elf, they play a land. I play a free drop, they play something. I play something powerful, be it a cavalier or a card not turn free, and they play Omen of the Sea, and then I really lose. So I don't think Omen of the Sea is really like on par of the efficiency level, so I don't know if Yorion is ideal. Phoenix, solid, seems... 4 strategic planning. You look at 3, you take 1. So it's kind of like experimental, expressive iteration. Like you look at 3, take 1, cast the second one, but like you take 1. Almost same. Nathan Stuer with mono green. Bros aggro. I'm kind of interested about this deck. Your Discord board does not seem to know you're online. It takes a while for it sometimes. But maybe, well, 26 minutes is a lot, so. Maybe it's broken some way. Wait, you won the Vintage Challenge? Damn, congrats, I did, yes. 66 tickets, damn. Spirit's somewhat more expensive here. Where Feather? Probably in the sideboard, right? No, too weak for the sideboard, but I think what Feather as a sideboard card might work. Band Humans. Sure. What about the mana base? 2 territory for Circular Courtyard. 5. 12 company sources. Monogrim RAM by XT file. Also including the Polurkanos. Yeah, it will be 4th Kyora. I don't know, I like the Nissa, but maybe with the I wanted to say with the Chain Veil, but this guy is not playing the Chain Veil. Maybe with the Chain Veil. It's better. Is Mono Black Devotion playing Invoke Despairs? Where do you see Mono Black Devotion? I don't see such a deck. Oh, here it is. I mean, Invoke Despair doesn't seem like a great card. This is the deck that we played once. It was actually surprisingly okay. It has the Wishka Talisman for Peer into the Abyss, Underworld Dreams combo, which just kills your opponent. Oh, it's playing Invoke Despair in the sideboard, actually. Okay. Any Lotus Fields in the challenge? Spirit should be really good against Lotus Field. I already played this deck once, so seems like no field. Most played card: Mystical Dispute, Ethergast, Wanderer, Rattle Chains. Wow, there's 6 Spirits decks. Okay. 9th most played card is Cavalier of Thorns, Mono Green Ramp. Seems like Pioneer is reverting into the monocolored state. Yeah, Disputer guys just play white, just play Orzhov. Orzhov something. But I don't know what exactly. There isn't much Orzhov decks. What is good against Mono Blue Spirits? I assume. I don't know. Decks with removal. Like mid-range decks should be pretty good. Yeah, like black-red mid-range I would bet on. Or Ledger Shredder. I once played Ledger Shredder against Spirits on turn 2 on the play, and they just... I don't know how it felt like. So I could have blocked all of the creatures and fixed my hand too. So Phoenix is pretty great at beating them, I think, too. But today we're going to try a league with Prison Tron for the sake of it. Laurie Beauvoir plays his deck and sometimes to remarkable success. So I don't think it's too bad. We also got destroyed by Susurrus on the same archetype. Spellscape seems pretty based. Could you dye your hair gray for the Laurie Beauvoir impression? What's the cookbook for? Life gain, making sure that you don't get stuck with Brigade. It's a saga target. I could not dye my hair gray, but his hair is actually not gray. I assume... I don't know if you met him or if you're referring to the profile picture. on his Twitter, but chat, do you see me? Are we live? It seems like we're back. Nonetheless, I will not be dyeing my hair gray. Will happen someday anyway. Someday, but sometime. But yeah, we have Epiphaniel to name Mishra's Bubbles on turn 1. We have just 2 Urza Saga, which I assume is because it's not actually the best to be too vulnerable to Alpine stuff like Alpine Moon, etc. Maybe we should play like 3, because it helps find a map to try to assemble Tron. Using Serum Powder to fix our hand. We're playing Karn. And we're winning eventually by deploying a... Actually, let's drop. Let's drop from the league. Because my Wormcoil engine and my Sundering Titan could use some fixing. Yep. I never really get Serum Powder in these decks post London Moor. Well, I think London Moor is just too little for this deck and they need Super London Moor. But it is a bit weird. It's not looking for a specific card, but it is looking for a hand with Tron pretty heavily. Which does mean that you're forced to keep hands with Serum Powder, that like a kinda like 6 card fine, but also powder in it. So it's a bit tricky as to if it should be played or not. Point last seen playing Azorius Control. My model is all resized. Alright, good. Yep. Yeah, there's also a Mana Leaf. Mana Leaf, definitely. Powerful. Sam on the play. Chalice. Upon last seen playing Control, but it's 20 days ago. I think I'll keep this. We have 2 Threads of Tron. If they actually playing blue-white control, it's going to be kinda heinous. So could place Charles on 1, but it's not even actually useful. And I don't know if the stream is dying again or not. Hmm. There's been a storm. I don't know if a storm could have caused that. Definitely not enabling animations. Keep the red zone always open. The red zone. Maybe it was a shatter storm destroying all the artifacts necessary for the internet connection. Maybe. When spreading sees my saga, I will cry. Right, if it breaks one more time, I'll just not stream, bro. So you pray that it doesn't break. Charles for 1 doesn't do anything as control, right? Yeah, it doesn't do much. But like seeing, maybe Jibot said they were playing control, but seeing the all in. Seeing that they're playing control, like seeing that they play flash and pass, it could not. No, wypierdalaj, no. Dress down. Mess down. Ty kurwa cwajaku. Why do people play main deck sideboard cards? It's insane. Alright. Counter spell check. Opponent counter spells. Bounce the needle, I can replay it. I hacking love counter spell arena, bros. The control matchup for this deck. Whoa, what is the sizing? This is the default way Modo displays a deck for you, bro. Bros. Leave it this way, yeah. Playing as control is gonna be tough. I really like what the Counterspell reprint brought to Modern. Why do you like it? You bring the Eldrazi's. You probably want to cut the chalices because of how bad they are. At least cut 2 and then you can maybe try to chalice on 2. The cookbook at least, the bridge gate is bad. The chalice is probably better than brigade. Like ideally I don't have those in my deck, but that's rough. I mean, I guess I board the ballista. Try to keep current somewhat threatening. Yeah, keep one brigade in case and keep the 3 chalices. Maybe bring the Sundering Titan over a chalice, but then rely on current to grab what exactly? Like I need current to have valuable pickups too. Like chalice is probably not that bad. Do you put it on 2? I guess you just put chalice on 2, it's fine. Keep the ballista under Karn. Just got 2 brigades for 2 Eldrazi's and like not play this 1 brigade unless you need to. We don't have 0 counterplay, but we have low amounts. Tricky. If I draw another Eldrazi Temple. More likely that I complete Tron by 3 than Eldrazi Temple by 2, so maybe too bad, but could play 2/1/1 Ballista. Which starts to pressure. It's not like super trivial to answer and makes like every planeswalker later worse. Can't believe Kanye is playing this deck for a full 24-hour stream. 24-hour stream is gonna happen next week early. I think. Maybe like Tuesday, I was thinking. Or maybe during the weekend. What do you think is a better plan? Probably the weekend, right? I will try to play some other game. For example, I wanted to play Portal because I never played Portal. I think I should play Fred per turn with in my hand. "24-hour Crash Panic stream." Ooh, we could play Crash Panic, yeah. Can he Sabaton when? Portal is really fun, maybe not something to stream because people will just tell you the answers to the puzzles. Then I ban them. Amogus? I hated Amogus when I played it. I played it with a group with, I think, Lizerg, Andrei Strasky, Saint Nutritious too from the chat, and Saint Nutritious saw me kill Lizerg. And I said, he said, hey, I've seen Cancer kill Lizard. And I was saying, no, I did not do that. But then nobody believed me and they ejected me and just sacked. I never see Cancer play a horror game. I don't like horror games. I don't like horror in general. It's pretty scary. Well, no wonder Lizard was there. Maybe that was the key, yeah. So they play Opt, so Charleston 1 is not utterly unplayable. I guess 2 Opts in the graveyard already. Why they fetch those islands? Are they sneaky blood? No kurwa super, nie? Se z optika poszukam. O, jest counterspell, fajnie, znalazłem. No znalazłeś, byczku. Świetny jesteś kontrolny gracz. Every spell countered. Snapcaster. Should have attacked first. Good thing I didn't have anything good to grab with the Karn. I'm testing Chainwell mono green right now and it seems extremely base. Sure, I played with Chainwell yesterday, yeah. For that reason. It does help a little bit with comboing. When you have mana and that no action. Drag it Karn countered now. If not, we go reveal Sorcerer's Spyglass the Colonnade. Also learn what's my point send. Assuming this doesn't get countered. How does the Chain Veil combo work? Do you need less devotion? Yes, you can get by with less devotion. It's kinda fluid. Nice hand. I need a Colonnade. Still. Goes with Heart of Kiran to be able to combo if no dupe walks in the graveyard. Yes, yes. The Heart of Kiran can help with that. And can combo with just one pair. I crossed out the Steam events, which I didn't mean to. Ooh, rewarded with I thought not see on top. Rewarded for leaving the Eldrazi Temple. Doesn't hard do that by itself, but then you need 14 devotion, and Chain Veil you need less devotion. Solitude? Solid dude. Let's throw them up to complete Tron. And I think you can get Possess Portal, right? Gonna attack car and activate this. I take 7. Maybe take brigade. Let's take brigade. So many decks popping up that beat 4 color. Lol. I don't think this deck beats 4 color. It actually struggles. Prison Tron. It beats hard? No, it doesn't. He lost to it. What do you play against regular Tron, not Prison Tron, but... Lost versus this Tron, okay. I think a favor. I think this deck struggles against 4 colors. Like at its best against other decks, I think. Well, it's not E-Tron, it's Prison Tron. Are you missing mine? Co, skontrujesz mi to? Cwaniaku? Can get under 1 with Inventor's Fair next turn, so that's okay. O, wiadomo, że skontruje. So they have the Teferi. I guess they will be able to block it, so I should play the Brigade to turn off the hole. The Teferi is fine. Johnson, I played against exactly my deck. I'm playing a Lori with wow. Kurwa, super, nie? Zajebisty jesteś, naprawdę, świetnie zabierasz. Oh, it's actually Harry. Damn. I think Harry pseudonym fucking Laksak. Insane, bro. Like, what are those draws? Need to forge again. No Immortal Sun. We have some big Eldrazi's though. But I also have Ensnaring Bridge on my own creature now when he has the Teferi. I don't care for Chalice that much. I'd rather draw other stuff. Play it on 0. The Chalice on 2 is not super now. I need to spend my mana better, I feel like. I want Blast Zone. So the Teferi. Now that this resolved, I think I just want more mana. Okay, now I play Charles on 2. How many counterspell has been played? Spreading Seas, Snapcaster, counterspell. There's more. Tap. Okay, I want to exile the Elderite Temple for sure. But definitely my Ensnaring Brigade looks stupid now that the Teferi is in play. I love you. Da 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 da. Puts Charles to the variant beneath the cards. Makes my throne weaker, okay. So minusing the Teferi is really good for me. Means your sand has to be poor. Kinda would like to play Spellscape, but I think I want to spend more mana this turn. Because that can backfire. Bakaminatai. That's why I play Serum Powder, to cast it off the top of your deck extremely nicely. Could bounce the seas, put seas on another thing, that's okay. Still have, like, what, 3 cards? 2 cards? Karns have 2 cards. But top deck better than you always had Karn. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna top deck, it's fine. Bounces the Mystic Forge, that seems weird. Bounce the second Mystic Forge. Okay. Sure. Doesn't even seem good. Unless he's gonna counter both, then it's gonna be... I'm gonna yell at him. No? What the hell? X2. Dame yo, dame nano yo. I wish if like that if I started a tapped permanent, it would actually untap it. I wish I would just change its state. That tapping in a tapped permanent would untap it. No 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 no. Yes, would make no sense of lands, exactly. Hello from New Zealand. Hello, New Zealand. New Zealanders. Baka mitai. Alright, so Charles took a counter spell. So Charles is actually not that bad in the matchup. Gonna play the Cardinal. Does that resolve? No, stop. Don't counter. Come on, bro. Why you always counter? Stupid Snake Brigade. Why the Brigade? I mean, the single concept I would deal with it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if I draw an Eldrazi, it's gonna be weaker. I guess if we can like use the Ferry to minus on this. Oh, 1 card only left, yeah. Let's look for the Emrakul or the other Karn. But exiling this is actually kind of painful. It's good. Alright, another ballista next turn. Counter spell. No charm. So how many has he used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more counter magics left. And then the ballista kills this, but it's not like everything. And also snapcasters, but snapcasters is cheat, so. Question is, how does he win, right? 2 snap to counter versus a ballista, a Karn. The relic was already used. We need to use Karn to grab the relic, right? Because the relic is in the graveyard. The fairy emblem you can deck out. Well, if I kill the fairy, they can. But like right now I have less cards in deck than they do, than he does. I was up and drawn 40 cards this game with the fairy. The normal amount of cards drawn. Child's actually pretty good in this matchup. I should keep all 4, seems like. Does he still have the verdict? Actually. PKS took the verdict. So he doesn't have verdict, right? Actually don't actively done on the brigade. This is great, it rebuys a ballista. Here comes the Emrakul. Can you cast it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 easily. Draws too. With Emrakul we have cookbook, so I think I just play the Emrakul now. And I see what's gonna happen. Probably something okay. Dress down, but still with the ability. Can bounce the... Can use the ferry to bounce the Snaring Brigade. Are you going for the clock? Sure. Oh, verdict, but can pitch the verdict. But I think I would rather pitch to the ferry. What's the Texan word? Mouse spyglass for Teferi? There is a chalice, so it doesn't work. Hello, fellow streamer. Will you be playing any leagues with the mono blue deck that popped recently? Which deck? Oh, no, not really. What only affects opponent's cards, yeah. 7 minutes, got to play quick, but it's hard to make the Emrakul turns quick. So I had 7 cards in the deck. Sorcerer Spyglass. I could have Teferi, but could have spell skited, but I didn't target. Do everything in time because like you can just make it one less. Great design. Alright, the control matchup is not actually that bad, seems like. If I can pause like this, I will not do anything to you. It's like it looks pretty shit. It doesn't seem like I see no reason to want to play this deck, so I'll just ignore it. It's a plan for game 3. I mean, 6 minutes, just gonna play fast. It's gonna kill it somehow. The Teferi anti-deck out plan actually doesn't work against Spellskite. Just realized. Let's get the most based Wincon Possessed Portal into play. Okay, I made it shoot the bridge, that's true. But we was too busy getting the Possessed Portal. That's gonna happen next turn. So if I have the spells guide. I don't need to ballista exiled. Yeah, next time they invite me, I hope it's without Harry on. Hero emerges, spells guide cringes. Keep, can like play Kozilek on turn 4 if I get lucky. Oh, I guess I will. Segas good versus Shadow, blue, red, and 4 color. I don't know about 4 color. But I think it was pretty tough against Shadow when I played Shadow yesterday. I had no tools. Skype actually does have a good matchup here. Trust too. Raveler. Alright. You have a chance. Just need to attack with Spell Guide. Ravelers. Let's fucking go, bros. Of course, can get verdicted, but it'll be, I guess, tough luck. Spellsky needs to attack against the Wandering Emperor. Like he verdicts and you have the Mystic Forge, but it's kind of tough in 2 minutes. No. Bro, don't. Don't you fucking dare. Cease the saga. Can seize the tower too, I guess. Power plant. How do you know to take this? Yeah, I know the Emperor. No bubbles needed yet. I should have gotten the spyglass. Okay, I will not. I'll not get there. But I think I would win the match if not for the timing out. Pretty clearly. So I guess this deck is kind of based. Not much more than 16 mana for the ballista. I think I'll win still. How do they deal 11 damage? So like pick this, just unnecessary. Let's like floss a Tron mana too. And 15 seconds, you know, not through the Emperor. It's an ending. Sure. Unfortunately. While Draziman is close. Why not try to kill? Well, I can't kill in time anyways. I have 12 seconds as a Wandering Emperor. I will not be able to do enough actions through the Emperor. Alright, the timeout tells me, so I'm gonna drop and rejoin. I would need to attack just one time and not for the Wandering Emperor. That's true. But there was a Wandering Emperor in hand. I'll 10-minute timeout Johnstar for unrealizing, for not an ability to listen to what I'm saying. This is common when streamer colleagues play against each other, not conceding to superior board states in regular league. If you wish to, like, you should be able to play the way you... Oh, he's actually streaming. But you... The clock is part of the game and you should be able to use it, and... I was 5 minutes down on him. I don't know why, because I spent time fumbling around, and you should not hold it against somebody for not scooping, because we both started with 25 minutes. I used mine poorly, it seemed. I must have spent more time than I was supposed to on something. It would be unfair to expect him to not scoop. Like, it would be unfair to expect for him to scoop. So, I think it's lame a bit, but I can't hold that against him. And I encourage you not to take it against him too. Although I don't know, I know that the visceral reaction is to feel like I got dropped out of a match win because stuff, but it's not actually like this. It's nice that you play Ballista and it's gonna make the Ragavan not hit you. I think there should be dead to Extending Bridge game 1. Excuse me, Extending Brigade. So you're gonna needle Jace, I guess. Have Otawara. Yeah, but when I have 2 brigades, then they can't. Should need the 3 bubbles in their hand. I would rather need. Well, I'll needle Jace in case they play Jace mainly. Sometimes people do that, although not with DRC. But I have 2 brigades, so. Alright, I'll unban Johnster. Instead of 0. Connive away, bro. If I had a chance to time my opponent out, I would take it too. I think it's funny to do regardless who it is. I don't know if it's funny, but I think it's, again, the clock is a part of the game, chat. The game of Magic Online is slightly different than the paper game. It is unavoidable. For that to be the case. And just is the fact, you know, like going around and saying, oh, in paper would have won. Sure. They told us at the Mox you have to win your game even if you demonstrate an infinite loop. Yeah, and I think that's, they told you well. Like, right? I think that's the best solution, right? Trying to, like, gentleman's agreement. The game is always just can't really be done. For example, I don't know if I want this against counter magic. Probably I do. Maybe not Kozilek, but Emrakul. Probably not Kozilek, but Emrakul. Yeah, this is the Lori Voix list. Every LGS has that player who goes to the time every round. I assume there's Candice at this store. No, I play faster in paper when I don't stream. You have 2 sagas in the deck right now. Because Lori had that many. Guess you can board down powders. But I don't know if powders versus Eldradis is actually an improvement. My Kozilek looks kinda bad. Senil useful here. Yeah, there's Otawara, Jace. For sure useful. I don't blame people who do it. I don't like doing it because I don't really feel the accomplishment from the win, sure. But that's like an outside of the game reason, right? So you're essentially a scrub. Probably too poor. It seems okay. I'm looking at the 24-hour stream count. Yeah, it's done. Weekend or next week we're gonna do that. Seems like Red Bull will be your favorite drink. It's gonna be Monster Energy drink. What are you playing the Legacy Showcase Sunday? Monored Prison. Which flavor of Monster is your favorite? Monster Reaper. It's pretty sweet. I like sweet. I remember when I was young and drank energy drinks. Now I drink water. How old are you? 29? 31? Yeah, okay. Past 30, I guess it's fair game. I guess I will play the Legacy Showcase. I didn't want to play the non-Legacy Showcase, the Popper one. That was too much of a pain because that format is... I don't like it. As I age, I consume more energy drinks, not less. How old are you? I was born 95, so it's 27th birthday. Yeah, old man emoji. Am I going to play PTQs in paper this summer? I'm qualified for Sofia, so not really. But I maybe will go to some tournaments to play, but the Legacy tournament is a little bit scammy. Seems like the tournaments are a little bit of a scam rather. Running Urza Saga, I can pretty much win with a couple of constructs, no? Yes, I guess you can do that, generally speaking. You mean with expedition map for that? Yeah. I'm qualified for Sofia, I'm not qualified for Charlotte. I like feeling superior because of my drink choices. That's why I only drink coffee and whiskey. And I have a lot of severe dangerous diseases. Get better soon. Think Delve originally reduced cost of a spell rather than pay it. That can't work. I mean, even if it reduces the cost, it doesn't reduce the CMC. Let's play the Brigade through Spell Pierce. Damn, this deck is not bad. Kinda. It's possible that they've worked differently in the past. They had outs. Maybe they don't play J, so. But I think I've heard something of over delving in the past, yeah. Oops, sorry, 10 off stream. I want Timur Rhinos. I'd be funny if I could follow it up with a Charleston Zero immediately without saying anything. Let's say hi so that I'm not saying anything. Why is not zero? Yeah, but like that's almost zero at this point for them. They had a bad hand. First set with Delve was Future Sight or like some other Planar Chaos. Something from Time Spiral block. I'll say Death Rattle card, and I think it was called Destroy target non-green creature. Delve. And Tomb Sucker. Non-green creature. Pretty funny that it's non-green creature. Logic not to, yeah. Oh. Take 10 damage still. Sure, they have Borrower, but question was, do they have Borrower right now? It seems like that's true. I think you will lose this game, possibly. Maybe I should play Spell Scale last time, but it didn't matter if they get like bounced. I imagine Force of Vigor is a little bit problematic for my deck. Those Rhinos, Silver and Bloodborne. Oftentimes they do. Seems like I get the cookbook indeed. 1, 2, 3. So I go spend 1, 2, 3 cards and discard another to 4. Complete ballista for 0. You also get Tron. Good for the future turns, kinda. Do Rhino decks still suck ass? Good question. I think that it's a fine deck, but I guess the question is Rhinos better or worse than 4 color? Why not Ballista for 1? I would gain 3 life. For the spell guide usage. And maybe Mystic Forge usage later in the game. And the Ballista doesn't seem to matter, I think. They have Fire Eyes for maybe Bone Crusher for some Baron in their deck, so I don't want to have Baron. Another Borrower. Congrats, you're a great player. Schmeckless. Do I want Emrakul against Rhinos? I doubt it. I think I just want my deck as it is. Maybe Ballista is kind of weak. Maybe the Ballista should be cut for an Eldrazi, the Emrakul, but I don't know how real the Emrakul is. Needle can name what exactly? They played out an Otawara, so I can name Otawara of it. I just beaten Doomsday Advantage by top decking Dash Ragavan and Seal Ancestral post Doomsday twice. Typically, there's no post Doomsday, right? But seems like your opponent made a mistake. This is a keep. First name after a Rick and Morty thing, no wonder he's so smart. What's Schmeckless? How we lost that game? Well, my opponent bounced my bridge and I died. Ratchet Bomb is nice against Rhinos, no. You can clear Rhinos with it, yeah. EOT fetch Forest. Alright, that sounds like a Blood Moon gaming. But this is a card deck, you don't board cards. Why did I not reflect to Spellskite? Because Spellskite was dead to Fury. How does Spellskite work against Vigor? Not too well, right? Maybe I take Charles Agent. Yeah, it says change the target, so I guess you can change the target. 2 Spellskite, yeah, pretty clear. Assume same as against Electrolyze. Electrolyze is different because it, I think. I think I can overcome Rhinos. I can play the Forge, so overpower stuff. Ah, take this away. I don't know, this was in their hand or not. I think those 4. Can I play Force from Moon? Well, easily. Can use this free mode. Why you choose your Tiger avatar? I think it's based. I like it. Weldinger is quite good at beating Vigor. When they play Magus, just play Spellsky and change target from mountain to Urza's tower. That's not a thing you can do. Why not Sundering Titan? I can grab the Sundering Titan on the next turn, and I maybe will. But I would prefer to grab a card I can cast on this turn that's going to be relevant against my opponent's in-hand Force of Vigor, right? Next turn I'm definitely Sundering Titan, Pow 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 Lens. But yeah, I guess the answer to why is this deck playing Powder is just to have Tron more often. Pitched Outburst. It's fine. I guess you kill Karen. That's fine. Let's play Mystic Forge then. So I can let go of one Mystic Forge, so I don't need to play Spellskite first. It's true, Sundering Titan's a bit of a surprising one. Don't care for the needle much. Those 98 gifts subbed yesterday, yeah. Yet, some managed to dodge. I could have bought it out the relic, I guess. The relic is pretty poor. If the last temple then exists and TKS just costs 3, how much play would it see? Probably more. Like 3 mana 4/4? Pretty sick. Oh, this tower. Would be better than Ragavan? Probably not. Just by the virtue of being 3 mana card like this, they are pretty capped. And how powerful they can be. Cloister. Why would I get the Cloister here? Is Hogak better than Ragavan? Damn, that's a good question. They have Magus of the Moon, so let's have that one extra ballista and cut the needle. Not the needle relic. I mean, this is a good damn question. This hand sucks. This is okay. Turn 3 Fodnot Seer and Brigade. Need to put back something. Probably the Mystic Forge. Maybe I keep the Mystic Forge. Guess if I play Chalice into this, that's kind of bad to Vigor. This is also bad to Vigor. I think I need to do it. Accuracy Power 9 level cast. This is such bullshit. Like, it's not close to that. This is like, does sound like a person who hasn't played with Oko. But got their, I don't know, creature turned into an elk and was like, damn, that's insane. How about, is there any creature better than Ragavan if you discount GGT, Hogak, Progenitus? Progenitus? Like, Oko is played in Vintage, but it's kind of a poor card there. Maybe not poor, but medium. GGT is Golgari Grave Troll. But yeah. Golgari Grave Troll obviously might as well be textless. Oh, I remember casting GGT somewhere for some reason. Not once, not twice, but actually thrice. Rhino seems a bit tough to actually have your bridge brigade protected well. I will see. Maybe it's gonna stop my point for long enough for me to draw out of this, but they have the borrowers, stuff like that to draw out. Would GGT be better if it didn't come into play with any counters? Probably not, because when you're casting it, you want it to be big. If it would if it didn't come into play with any counters, and also if it would cost 1 mana, then I guess it would be better. Play land, question mark. I did. I played power plant this turn. Oh yeah, Flare of the Hatebound. You do that with you return back the troll to kill with Flare of the Hatebound. That was before in Vintage they banned. I think I take 8, not let them draw again. Play the Brigade. Amogus, okay. What the fuck is their hand? It was Fire Ice, Fury, unknown. I saw people on Twitter saying they want SEG unbanned. Since Twitter is just a forum on which people can put their thoughts. If you spend time here, you will see any thought that the human brain can formulate. Because eventually someone will post it, so I mean, sure you did. I need Spell's Guide. I need 2 Spell's Guides, really. Because Spell's Guide doesn't protect against Vigor. No kurde, super dobrałeś, świetnie. Could block and maybe get an extra turn. Maybe. Rhino seems a bit tough. Like, how do you actually do it? Beat them? When was last Kaneki discussed Twitter? A while ago. Keep. Play Voidmare against the Rhino stack, but they can also pay mana for their effects. And also, Void Mirror is also good against your deck, even more so. For Dragons was a good matchup. Well, Dragons has 4/4s, so if they force your bridge, then how can it... If they force your brigade, how can it be a good matchup, right? In a game where they actually successfully force it, and then there's so many other things that can go wrong. Vigor and the bounce guy. Good game, kinda surreal meeting you in a league. I top deck pretty great. Yeah, thank you for the game. Games. Spells kind of weirdly. I think Forge is better than Karn when on little mana. Play a brigade. The downside of Spells Guide is that you can't really ever have 6. Mr. Poopy Butthole. That's also from Rick and Morty, so I guess just say Rick and Morty themed in general. We direct the fuzzy to Spells Guide next time. Yes, kill a Spells Guide. I don't actually want to. Hairs. Padim is bad. It's a general statement, yeah. Cancer opinion on song. It causes no strong feelings in me. Slog K commands. They have more of that. But we have brigade, so. Oh no, punished. Probably should keep it in hand for Croxa. Song reminds me of my date with your mom last night, really. So I think I can't lose, but I'm gonna sit there for half an hour. Get Carnifex Drown Me in Blood. Is Carnifex a creature from Warhammer 40,000? If they escape Croxa 7 times, then congrats for them. That sounds pretty impossible to actually pull off, but let's go. Alright, 6 more times. Maybe they're gonna get there. I know if I should charge Blazons, I just won't. Not free artifacts. Can't even win now. Pretty clearly they can't. I will win this game. Possess portal and coming soon. Freaking weebs. Weebs are cool, bro. Nice Tron, thank you. It's a red black mid range. I resubmit. Ten sacks. Why did I keep it? Yeah, this was always gonna happen. Why the hell did I keep? I guess get this temple and Fodnot Seer. What does this deck do against a 10-1 Ragavan? This. I mean, it is like Spellskite and 4 Ballista in the deck, so. It's kind of what it does. How does Lori win match to this deck? Well, probably if you mulligan this hand, you can win. I kept a bad one and I was like, damn, what do they play? Turn 1 Ragavan, then I just die on the spot. And then my opponent, well, surprise, play the Ragavan, I died on the spot. What is this, 4 drop? Churak. Sure. Hmm. I don't know if the Alpine Moon doesn't not do anything. What's his gross Turak, so it actually speeds the clock up. Oh, they only play one? What is this attack? What? What was this attack? I don't know what to name in their deck. fetch. Probably fetch. Explode is probably like the best name. Play Charles on 0 to get 1 life. Another Croxa, sure. They should have played another card to be able to escape Croxa next turn, but they decided not to. They also failed to put float mana with Graven cards. Okay. So they have Ragavan Alpine Moon in hand, so hopefully they don't draw land for Croxa. Before we draw some more lands to be able to crack and get the Standing Brigade. The Empire Strokes Back. Good movie. Actually, I don't know if it's good. Because I watched it when I was 18. A long time ago. And I don't actually even remember the specific. Imagine they Croxa and we need to discard big Eldrazi would be funny. Yeah, the laughter would be. You just like roll over laughing. So they raise to like K command draw versus me drawing something relevant to protect from K command. Oh yes, then needled relevant. I assume playing out stuff is good because I want more mana in play for when I draw something. Oh no. Liliana. Okay, that should have been needled. That takes a while to do stuff. You can keep Ballista. Hey, why you scoop? Come back, opponent. What do you grab here? Bottle Cloister? Probably not. Probably Jar. I have 9 Fangs, plus cards in hand. Add like a few more Fangs. Is Jar or second brigade better? I think Jar better. I think Jar's on 0, second brigade would be better, I guess. You're right. Maybe this deck should play one Thespian stage to the Infinite Saga thing. I don't know if it's relevant to It doesn't even play 4 sagas, playing 3 sagas, 2 sagas right now. Stray Metamorph in the sideboard? No, should there be? Are there 2 islands for Void Mirror? Void Mirror, Boseju. Should play this deck so I can't lose to Mill because of the Eldrazi. Well, I have some rough news for you. It actually does not solve the matchup to play an Eldrazi. Nothing beats Meal. It truly feels like that sometimes. So you go turn 2 1/1 Ballista, turn 3 Fodnot Seer. You have a Karn to follow up. That's kind of weak, right? But maybe it's okay. How to beat Mill? Let's play a good deck. Good deck in general. They're gonna beat Meal, but like the Eldrazi actually doesn't solve Mill because they'll board the Soulguide Lantern, and if they just ever draw the Soulguide Lantern, they can ignore it. Any primates in the chat? So into a removal, I don't want to play Ballista 1/1. This is Valakwood. Well, is Karn grayed out? Is it? If I click on it, it's grayed out, and sometimes visually monologues out. Weird glitches out a bit. Like that. But this is Valakwood. It's pretty funny, like the guy played Valakwood in the mocks, like clearly the meta call, but then like you just play it now normally because they've seen that. Pretty funny. Wish. Imagine playing Valakwood in 2022, exactly. Kinda hard to imagine. We have the anti-Valakut card in Witchbane Orb. I don't think if we lock out Wish, then or Nature's Claim even out of Wish, and I think the X-Way list should not be able to beat the Witchbane Orb with the triggers. So then we have to beat the creatures. Flame Sash, okay. That's okay, that's good for me. I guess I can also Karn and grab Coating. Pretty insane to make the meta call that everyone would be on the level 1 metagaming anti-UR deck. Well, it's just that the perception is that UR gets beaten super hard by 4-color, regardless of whether that's true or not. That is the perception. So you can assume that it's gonna be very unattractive for players to play blue-red. They do play balls, right? So I could Karn Orb. What one person would show up with blue red, so how that terminates in the board. Yeah, there's also the scouting thing. Why do people pick GLS then? Isn't that good for 4-color too? I think GLS... I had a good time against Yorion when I played recently. I was winning. Alright. I'll grab the Wandering or Witchbane Arm in case of the ballist, in case of the bolt. What is it? Why did the cards move? Like we lose out on the opportunity of coating the land next turn. That's fine. Blue red I think is only like 47% against 4-color. I agree, yeah. It is something like that. And I think it like gets worse for blue red for 4-color over time, because the edges for blue red are in large part gameplay edges. If people play well, gets much worse for you. Maybe get Brigade. Try to draw something effective before they draw Wish. Can blast on the Ren. Jar, but then I can die to creatures. Like Primeval Titan's gonna kill me still. If I get Jar now. And I have so many outs to turn off the claim. Yeah, you actually need to play like 4 Veil, 4 Coatl to actually have a good matchup against Blue Red. And you are ahead if you do that, but it's not infinite whiteboard space. I could also expedition map. I could expedition map right now to complete Tron, or I could expedition map for the fair. That's slow. I don't think I have that much mana. So I'll assemble Tron. Who's just mine? All mine. I'm gonna grab the brigade. I have much access to brigade too. I think it makes sense. The Ren doesn't do anything for now, right? Because it only does something when they have the Cyclones, which they played right now. So we don't know them having a Cyclone. I don't know if they play those lands. I think they have the Wooded Vultures in the end. And some other fetch. It shoots the Karen, but so does this. This also kills the Karen. Like I know the Karen is not gonna survive, but overall, like lower long term, it does not do anything. Like I see that next turn my Karen is dying to the 1 per creature or to 1 per pink. But long term, it does not threaten me, and I have Blast Zone to kill it. But I can also even take a few turns to use the Blast Zone if I would like to spend my mana in another way. I have 7, 8, 9, 10 mana, 5 Ballista. That kills really slowly, so I'm probably gonna be waiting on that. What about taking Worm Coil? This does not protect my creatures from Valakut shots. Taking creatures is very ineffective now. Because I have hexproof, but my creatures do not, so the Worm Coil would just take 4 Valakut shots to the face and would die eventually. Oh yeah, Cannon also dies to the fetch land. I forgot they have this. So now if we try Chalice on 1... I guess Chalice on 3 is better, right? Let's make sure. Yeah, Chalice on 1 and on 3. I guess on 1 better block spot too. And here comes the Titan, so good I have the Brigade. Well, Dryad has no text. So Chalice on 1 and on 3 is the same. Unless there is some wild tech in my opponent's sideboards, I guess Chalice on 3 maybe is better. Or they play the list as is. But since I drew it now, I'll put it on 1 because I can't play it on 3, I don't have enough mana. That 1 should be GG too. Unless, you know, my opponent is playing like Force of Vigor in the sideboard or... I don't know, something weird. Charles on 1 counters your own Needle on Boseiju. Sure. But I can not... I could hold it, but then my opponent can draw the Wish and kill me. So which one do you prefer? They also didn't play Boseiju in the mocks. You can't Wish and channel, right? You can't, no. Why is Charles on 1 good? If my opponent's playing the same list as the Titan Shift that X-Whale won the mocks with this weekend, their only solution to my artifacts is Nature's Claim in the sideboard. And if I draw under Chalice, I'll play it on X3 to increase my stability. I will end of turn blow the Ren. Make sure the emblem, I don't know. Probably doesn't do anything, but... Keep the other ballista for on the Ren. That also doesn't matter, right? It's actually the same. Spellskate is just dying to the Valakut shot, but that's fine. I accept that. Damn. Thank you for the donation. Just look at the deck list that you linked. They should have tutored Boseiju of Titan, but they don't play those cards. You're playing as an imaginary version of Titan Shift that doesn't exist, and I'm playing against an actual Titan Shift that does exist. You don't play Boseiju, Boseiju is not a mountain. I'll not have time today to do a donation deck list. I might need to push it to Thursday, I think, because Thursday I have a planned stream. Tuesday we have a planned stream. So I hope you don't feel too scammed. That's the mono blue deck. Whether I want it or not. Stefan played Boseju. Oh shit, you're right. In that case, let's hope they don't Boseju. Wait, yeah, they Boseju too? I trust you, but I must have missed it. In that case, the game is still on. I am now very scared. X3, lock swish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Skill the Ren. Doesn't really matter, but. So what brought Titan Shift back to the top tier? Nothing, it's not top tier. But commonly played 4-color lists have no game, absolutely no game against Titan Shift. Depending on how exactly the 4-color decks are built, but some of them have literally no tools. They're dead on arrival. So during the mocks, which is a heavily meta-gamed for 8-person event, X-Whale in the chat here, and Mental Misstep, Stefan Schultz, chose to play Titan Shift because of that. Going by the meme that 4-color is the absolutely best deck ever, that is great, especially in like small controlled meta games. And they were handsomely paid off because it was the case where 4 players who they have a buy against virtually. And Titan Shift would normally be pretty great against 4-color, probably very bad against blue-red, but given that the 4-color is the best deck meme is so strong, it's quite hard for players to... It was quite hard for players to choose blue-red as their deck for the mocks. So, like, I think decent likelihood that it's just gonna work out for you, the meta game. Four color is really good when you show up to your local Midwest event and there are 75 giant players. That is true. It's really good at that. It's really good at pop stomping giant noobs. And it's really good at making people feel like they can't do anything because, well, they can do stuff on strategic level or they, which is not playing Jund, right? With Jund, you will be dead on arrival versus 4 color and feels hopeless, and is hopeless. Boseju waiting room. I'm scared of the Boseju now. I thought they didn't play it, but I skimmed over the list. I just didn't see it. But I have more outs. That is an out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They have more permanents. If you expect me to bring living end to a paper event, I don't know what that quotes, but yeah. So I guess we spyglass the Boseju. It's better if they have another end, which they have another end the deck. Boseju who? Endures. Can you nuke 5 lands? I can, but it doesn't do anything, right? For information, Discord inform us you were live, sure. It will probably work the next time. I don't know what happens. There was some like internet weird jump at the beginning of the stream because there was a storm. We won, right? Probably. No more Bossa Juicy. Wasn't better to nuke both Valakuts. Why? Then I draw Boseju, kill my brigade, attack me. Now I can't, we lose the game, so why would that be better? Nobody's gonna deck this game, chat. Don't you worry about that. That's more cool. Why is it cool to let my opponent have a chance to win the game rather than not let them have a chance to win the game? Why is this preferable about that? Why are we buying ballistas like that? Because they have Valakut anyways, they're gonna kill the ballistas and I don't want to like waste time fumbling around with them. Yes, I could have sacrificed any spawns, but they can't just play lands and kill it. They have so many triggers from this. Again, just they will be able to kill it, so I don't want to spend like 2 minutes on them placing the triggers on that and me sacrificing it, so I'll just draw the next one and win. I think I drew 3 ballistas, but I can draw cookbook via Saga. Because ultimately, it doesn't matter. My opponent's locked, they have no outs in their deck, right? Presumably. So, what I do or what I don't do does not matter. So I choose to go with the efficient routes, right? I already timed out with this deck once today. Because I can just F6 and take draw steps and they die eventually. Maybe they do have Force of Vigor, but they can cast a Wish. Well, they can cast Wish there, but the Wish is not going to resolve through my Chalice, so... I would need to have played the Force of Vigor main deck, which I would be heavily surprised if that was the case. Can they have 4 of Ren into Emblem, 5 million Smork to face? Smork what exactly? Lightning Bolt after they remove Hexproof? How do they remove Hexproof? Thank you for the raid. I just want you to know that I would have destroyed you extremely easily if I wasn't slow. But I'm slow, so I didn't. Do we want Emrakul here? It kinda kills on the spot, so probably. And the spell skies are pretty poor, relic pretty poor. Sren, so I guess relic is not absolutely useless. Spell sky is pretty useless. After I Valakut is on, it's gonna always die. Maybe good early. Chalice is kinda poor, but Chalice is fine to draw. Miracle sack all lands and find 0. You probably find the Valakut combo and just shoot yourself. Or rather the person who you're playing as. Your opponent. Sounds like a better route. I must say that this is no fun. But this is pretty lackluster, yeah, but many cards are... Ała, dobra, nie wbijaj się tak. Dobra, gnomik. Idź, spadaj. Nie masz tak wbijać i wyrywać. Powder, easy. Tron. To forge, keep. She's happy to be picked up sometimes, not today though. Actually, I'm getting Tron. It's pretty clear. How many Pippin Heroes on Bubble have you played so far? I don't think a single one. Yet to do it. Sundering Titan seems good against the Dryad. Blow up 5 lands. Yes, maybe it will happen. Co tak wrzeszczysz, co? Guess we need to find Karn for the protection. But I also kind of want to play Ensnaring Brigade this turn. Assuming they go Titan. Yeah, 3 mountains only, so I guess Mountain, Titan, 2 mountains, 6 damage. Then they could probably kill me in a turn. Maybe I can charge on 3 to prevent this. Triad of Elysian, okay. Yes, it's Glory Beauvoir. I don't know how different are those lists. I don't know what's Susuru's place exactly. How many named the fetch? Not a single one, but I named the Fairy Time Raveler, after which I've seen that he had my opponent, who was Harry MTG. Actually had 3 Fairy Time Ravelers in his hand, which is pretty funny. Surus only plays Spellscale as his creatures, yeah. I mean, Ballista is pretty good, and Photon Seer is pretty good, so... I think Susurrus just plays for more Welding Jar, but people don't play Shatter, so it's kinda useless, right? Like the Ballista and what Photon Seer, they seem to give you some game. Played Ballista against me yesterday, that seems to be true, yeah. Harry MTG, exactly. Pretty hairy situation all around. So yeah, turn 3 Tron, but feels way too slow. Wish. Damn, I wish. Alright, we need a card on top. Does that help me survive? They have 1 land entering. Fetch. Land. Fetch in hand from Ren. Does not seem to make me survive. So if I play Ballista now, kill this. That seems to survive, maybe? It did spend a wish, that's good for me. They have a mountain coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, fetch, 5, fetch, it's daily 6, so... Against like 2 free lands in hand, I do survive. I guess. Seven lands he can wish shift. Proven they have wish. Yes. Which is why I said I win against lands. But not against... I didn't say I win against wish. Because I obviously don't win against wish, their best card. They could have here, right? Seems... Well, the dwarf is tough, because I'm gonna take damage. But, you know, I understand that if my opponent has the cards that beat me, they will beat me. This is a bit tough. We need Tron on the play, but also with Karn. Otherwise, it's just not good. Went skip turn 2 even. This has Karn, but no Tron. This has Tron, but Forge. That's solid. It did, yeah. The needle did influence me. Come on. Every time we're gonna have a search for tomorrow, turn one. And you're on the drone, I need you not to have it. It's not very friendly of your opponent. That synthetic voice sounds like Crocky's. Yes, it's actually Crocky's voicing my sub messages. Which is why he's not streaming right now. If I challenge on free, I can in Standing Brigade, so I don't know if I challenge on free. That makes sense for my opponent's hand to contain challengeable on free effects. But I just can't Brigade, so I don't know if that's good. I don't think I can challenge on free. I want to draw Fortnite, I want to draw Karen, I think. So much more. I think no Charles on one yet either. Charles on free is really good. As I said, if I challenge on free, I will not be able to win the game almost assuredly because I'll die the creatures. It's pretty good in this spot. And it likely breaks my opponent's free drop because they don't seem to have a 2-drop, but I just can't. Not even a 3-drop. Alright, they're tightening next turn. Tightening their seat belts. Emrakul. They have 9 mana. You can let this die. And draw a land and discard a land, right? So that's gonna be 1, 2, 9, 10 mana. Artifact. No. I guess I'll need to draw a Tron land. Or a Eldrazi land. I should be able to kill them if they play Titan on the next turn. Titan, Titan, Primeval Titan. Oh yes, bro. They even make the dwarf. Come at me, bro. You just sentence yourself to a horrible death. I think. 10, 11, 12, yeah. Or maybe they won't be able to kill themselves. Be sad, but probably they will. Who wins? You kill yourself while controlling your opponent. My opponent. Okay, Caster wins the match. What do you think of this deck? Viable option for competitive play? The Prison Tron deck or the Valakut deck? The Prison Tron deck... I don't know, there's two people on Magic Online who play it constantly and they don't even have that bad results with it. There's maybe something kinda there, but it's a bit of a weird deck. I do not think it is ahead of 4-color. A bit too passive. Although the Ballista for not see you, that helps. Too passive and the Fairy Prismatic Ending, that's a lot of interaction for stuff. Yeah, it does powerful stuff, but not very consistently. You need Tron to do powerful stuff, and then... Seems like the 4th Shadow is good. It is fine to play the 4th Shadow, yes. I play the 4th Shadow because I wanted 4th Shadow against Blue-Red. Mostly. Keep. Send sucks, but I guess. Bit annoying. They play the Spellskite on turn 2 anyway, so don't reason to play the Needle. Will they... You control... Why is it you control? Why can't you just equip your opponent's creatures? Would be so nice. What deck do you want to against? I don't remember. Mechless, Rhinos. Need to take the Blacksmith skill. Because it's indestructible, right? Yeah. The Blast on one's gonna be pretty good. It is not Susurrus Tron, it is... In fact... Lori Vuvuatron. Which is maybe not vastly, but slightly different. Although I did lose to Susurrus too after he just named my 3 Mishra's Bubbles in my hand. The needle was pretty strong. It's very unlucky. I agree. It was very unlucky. Oh no, it's Esper Sentino. I think Fallout Series is pretty great in this list. Since your recent success, will you think about sharing your Doomsday wisdom with some fort? And I just clicked on cards. I don't know. I'm equipped to write a cyborg guide. Also, I don't know. There's like 3 people who want to read that. I wanted to get the Possess portal. Why play book in this deck? Can grab it with Saga. Can gain life. Can make it so that you don't die under Understanding Bridge. There's so many Doomsday guides already, yeah. Are there? I did use a guide to win. Doesn't seem like we sideboard. Spellsky not the best, but blocks the small shitters, I guess. Plus 1 relic, plus 1 ballista. But I would like to be able to grab. I guess you're right. It's very better. Because Karen is gonna be okay, I think, regardless. Well, the Doomsday run is going to be uploaded to YouTube VODs. In full. If you want to rewatch. And I guess Hammer. Okay. I haven't seen powder used with London mold. Didn't realize you got around your low mold numbers. I don't know what you mean with getting around low mold numbers. You put back a card first and then you powder. So if you have 7 cards, you mold to 6. You put back a card. You need to keep powder in your hand. Then you put back, exile the 6 cards, draw 6. And you you operate with that 6. Plus 1 ballista plan pays off. There is a quarter of a chance that it paid off, yeah. Then if you normal mulligan, you still do 7. Yes, if you normal mulligan again afterwards. I think they might have a mana leak. So let's play the bridge. Brigade. I'm not like in 2020 KW, but they might have it. They do play mana leak sometimes. And the sideboard 4 copies even. So I can, so I will be playing around it. They named Walking Ballista with Needle, which is why I didn't activate the response, because I wanted them to name the Ballista and not name Karn. Shadow Spear, impressive stuff. Mana Leak was in the list that won the Mana Traders even, exactly. Exactly. My opponent was representing Mana Leak hard with that Needle. Not use the Saga line. No attack, see. They're mana leaking, bros. Oh, yeah, it's not even a mana leak mana. What the hell? Maybe they don't. They have 2 objects from this, I can't. Why doesn't Pain's Jam work for me? So Suros will be happy to see you play this deck, will he? He was playing the version of Prison Tron 2. How old is Lori Vouvois? 30... early 30s, I think. Order lul. How do you destroy the needle, or how do you win through needle? Possess portal. Blast zone. How do I not destroy the needle? How do I not win through the needle? I guess if you place a removal on this, I'm gonna die the constructs. That'll be kinda bad. But I don't know what removal point can have for the brigade. Just assume that they don't. And if we destroy 5 things now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 4, 11 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 12. Yes, I have the cards to discard my turn. I was counting the cards. For 1, so I lost to Rhinos. Rhinos seemed kinda monka. And for some reason my opponent didn't want to sit there with the possessed portal, slowly sucking everything into itself. And yeah, they had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 cards versus me having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards. So they just are left with nothing. I'm left with the bottle cloister, and then I win. Plus also Karn grabs me another thing in the meantime. Also, Possessed Portal is a combo with Thought-Knot Seer because it nullifies the drawback of the Thought-Knot Seer. Just makes it have no drawback. That's kind of based. So we got a donation deck list, but I said I can't do it today because I'm gonna be finishing. I got a donation to play the shitty mono blue deck, which I guess we'll do happily. But on Thursday. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing a re-review of my review of Modern Horizons 2 because on Saturday Modern Horizons 2 officially has turned 1 year old. This is going to be the way we're going to celebrate, and we're probably going to encounter some opinions that did not age too well in that review. So it's on my YouTube, and we gonna watch the YouTube review yesterday and tomorrow and see what wild games are hidden there. 35 volcanists, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And for today, that is all. We got in one base league with Prison Tron. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Stay hydrated, broskies. And rated accident. Let's try again. Pow.